Good morning, Eagle Nation. It is Thursday. It is the 60th day of school. The 60th, 6-0. That is 60 out of 180. That is 1/3 of the way through the school year. 1/3. Today is the day. Wherever you may be, please stop. Please stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. And thank you, Connor, for your patience. That song dedication this morning was yours, Connor. I know you've been waiting patiently for it. And that was, of course, Rick Astley singing Never Gonna Give You Up. And he dedicates that song to the whole school just because. You know, sometimes, Connor, just because is a good enough reason. Thank you for that song dedication. We continue our celebration today of Native American and Alaskan Native Heritage Month. And so Ms. Flathers made a submission and a suggestion that we celebrate sheep herding, weaving of the Navajo culture. And so I want to share with you this short bit about the value of sheep and the history of sheep in the Navajo culture. Dene philosophy, that's in reference to Navajo. Dene philosophy, spirituality, and sheep are intertwined like wool in the strongest weaving. Good symbolism. Sheep symbolize the good life in harmony and balance on the land. Before they acquired domesticated sheep on this continent, Dene held the idea of sheep and their collective memory for thousands of years. While wild mountain sheep provided meat, and the Dene gathered wool from the shedding places. The species of sheep in North America do not have a herd behavior that permits domestication. As a result, the Dene asked their holy people to send them a sheep that would live with them, and with care they would provide a sustainable living. And here's a quote from Roy Cady, who's the former president of DBI. Roy said, "Sheep, in every essence, an important part of our culture and traditions. It is important to celebrate our sheep and traditions and our life ways. Our sheep is life. Celebration re-centers us in the cosmos of our universe. It is our blessing way ceremony for our continuance here on earth and for the next generations to come." So today we celebrate the value of sheep and the history of sheep as a significant part of Navajo culture and of the Dene people. Thank you, Ms. Flathers, for that submission. With that, let's get to some announcements. First, it is the first Thursday in which we are kicking off our Eagle Nest store. So we're going to open it for our grand opening from now through all of next week, meaning teachers, you can do this process today. You could do it tomorrow, you could do it on Monday, and through next week. We're going to leave it open so that students can submit requests, or rather make purchases with their dojo points. Last year's students will remember this. It's identical. Process is exactly the same as it was in the spring. For new students and new teachers, it's okay if it takes a moment to learn this process. Let us know what help you need and lean on your colleagues to help teach the process. And for our younger students, we may need some additional help on these Thursdays just to help make sure that they can actually submit and fill out the forms, because it's new and it does require some technical savvy. So take a breath, take one step at a time. Know that we'll leave it open to give you the flexibility that you need and the time that you need to teach students and for you students to learn the process. But make your submissions, and then thank you to Mr. Lovelady and Ms. Adler. They will, their classes will prepare the inventory, get your items shipped, packed together just like Amazon Prime. And then when they're ready for pickup, they will announce to the homerooms that you can send somebody to room 321, pick up your box, bring it back to the classroom, and then with your names on them, hand out all those items that you have purchased. So it is a process, it is a system, but it does work. Your job, students, first and foremost, is to make sure that you're being respectful, responsible, and caring. And our job is to make sure that we recognize you for that and giving you dojo points, because you can actually spend them and do something with it. And it's just a way to acknowledge your every daily effort to keep our school's culture strong. And it takes all of us to make this happen, so we thank you all for being a part of it. Star Award nominations. As you know, we have other nominations, and so I wanted to share this one. Today was for an instructional assistant, our very own Ms. Kathy Brown. This was, she was nominated by Ms. Jen Maurer, who said, she always goes above and beyond for students she works with. Above and beyond for students she works with. Phrasing matters, kids. She is willing to help students that are not hers as well. Kathy's flexible, supportive, kind, respectful, and willing to do whatever she can to support her students. She always looks on the bright side of things and has a positive attitude. I don't know what I would do without her. She's described as helpful, caring, and optimistic. And I have to admit, too, that in all my interactions I've ever had with Ms. Kathy in these last 3 years, I have to agree on all accounts. Thank you, Ms. Kathy Brown, not only for this nomination, but if you hadn't already heard the news that was announced earlier this week, Ms. Kathy Brown was not only nominated, but was selected as our Star Award winner or recipient for this school year for classified staff. She'll be honored at the November 18th Governing Board session. So congratulations to you, Ms. Kathy. Thank you, Ms. Maurer, for that submission. And thank you, all the students in Ms. Maurer's room, for putting in hard work every day to reciprocate and to honor Ms. Kathy's efforts for all of you and for our school. Thank you. Now some words of wisdom so you can get to it. That is the business of teaching and learning. Today's on the topic of choices. I know you're listening, Yair. We've talked a lot about choices we make and how we choose the way we will act. And there's an old Hebrew proverb that tells us this: even a child is known by his doings or by her doings. In other words, people know us by our choices, by our actions. They know us by the way we act when we are going through a hard time. Often we say character is revealed in the struggle, right? It's easy to be great when things are going great. It's really hard to be great and stay positive and stay focused when things are tough. So character is revealed in the struggle. And they know how we act when we are hurt and how we act when we are angry. People know us by the way we choose to spend our time and how we choose to treat others. So ask yourself this question today. What does what I do say about me? There's something to think about. Mask up. Keep your distance at least 3 feet. Stay in your cohorts and your zones at recess, and be sure to ask permission if you have to leave your zone to go to the restroom, and make it